The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the March 19th, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day, and let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I can make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email. Send it off to Steve at TFNN.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And, of course, if you're inside our Tiger's Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we begin our day with actually a rally. So we got all the U.S. indices now are trading to the upside. Dow's up 238, S&P 35, NASDAQ 100, 148, Russell's up 15, Semi's up 24. I'm sorry, Dow Transport's 24, Semi's now up 12. New York Stock Exchange up 147. Don't expect anything to get out of hand. Gold is off 60 cents. Silver's down 53 pennies right now. Light sweet crude's up 41 cents. Natural gas is up 11 cents out there. If we just simply take a look at, so we got the Fed decision today. We just simply start by taking a look at the daily equity future contracts. What we'll see here is that, well, one, make sure you've got those profiles. Now, these are the June contracts that we're looking at. And you can see that the rally that took place on Friday rallied right up into profile resistance. Then we pulled back. Of course, the oscillator and change line is also acting as resistance. We can see that even as we speak right now. So this rally, don't read anything into it. Only being able to get up to a red oscillator and change line is not a great thing. It's got to cross above that, close above that. In this case here, what you need to see, so at the end of the day, what you'd be watching for on a bullish message, potential profile change in trend for the ES Mini will be a close above 57.42. For the NQ, 21.47, 42.296 for the Dow, 21.13 for the Russell. To the downside, what you're really looking for here is the support level for the ES Mini. Let me give this to you, is 55.59.75. For the NQ, it's going to be 19.345.75. For the Dow equity future contract, it's going to be 41.040. And for the Russell 2000, the key level to the downside is 2,230. If price closes below those levels, that tells you we're headed lower. So there's your upper level today. There's your lower level today. I can't anticipate that Powell is going to say anything unusual out here, but I don't expect things to get away to the upside or really to the downside as we take a look at those equity future contracts. We go back to the main screen out here. I do have Apple up on my screen right now. If you take a look at Apple, I'll open up the daily time frame chart. Looks to me like it has completed a buy the D point pattern. We pull this back. So there's your A to B. I'm not right on it, right exactly tick to tick, but it looks like if we do get a bullish reversal candle today, and that would be a bull sash candle, that would confirm a buy the D point. bottom pattern. With price trading inside a bullish structured profile, I would expect or anticipate that Apple would get up to the 221.60 level. So that's what's going on. We take a look at Apple. Let's take a look at a few of our other favorites out here, other favorites from a request. Now, on a weekly basis, I don't have a bottom signal for Apple. So it's really, if Apple were to take out its most recent lows, those would be at the 2008, 208.42 level. Then we start headed lower again. But looks like you could get a buy the D point bottom pattern today inside of Apple. In the case of NVIDIA right now trading out at 117.35. That's up $1.92, and with inside a brand new profile is what it looks like. Nope, it's trading with inside. It's still trading with inside its profile, holding that key area. It's trading above the center of that daily profile, 115.81. As long as that remains to be the case, it's suggesting it wants to make a move to the 135.74 level. The weekly time frame chart for NVIDIA, does that have a... No, it does not have a, well, I take that back. It has a, it has got to buy the D point bottom pattern with that bullish piercing candle out there. That's suggesting that price wants to rally up towards the 134 level, and on a monthly time frame, NVIDIA has held support. Microsoft, trade up $3. It's up about 0.8%, trading out of 386. This has pretty close, I would have to say. This also has a buy the D point bottom pattern. It had that Three River Morning Star pattern. Now, what it's been struggling with has been struggling with the bottom of its profile. It's where it's trading right now, which is at the 386.67 level out there. So if price can close above that, it ought to make a run for its sell zone, 398 to 403. That's on Apple, Avgo, Broadcom out here. If we take a look at it, it's up $4, trading out at 192 with inside a bullish structured profile. As it confirmed by the D point bottom pattern. The price can clear 196.08. You ought to see a rally that takes up to the 211.68 area. That's a daily time frame. We take a look at Cisco, CSCO. Get a feel for what it is doing out here. Cisco is trading with inside its profile. Profile support at 59.73. The sell zone is where price is trading into right now. The sell zone extends up to 61.21 and it begins at 60.72. You're at support in essence on the weekly time frame. A monthly time frame, nothing. At the end of the month, if we were to close right now, you would have a sell the D point top for that monthly time frame. I don't have necessarily a bottom pattern for Cisco for its daily time frame. Let's take a look at Adobe. ADBE is a ticker symbol, up 49 cents, about 0.1%, trading out of 391.86. It is trading below profile support on a daily time frame, trading below profile support on the weekly time frame. So those are not good signs. I don't see any bottom signal as we speak right now. Monthly time frame is suggesting maybe what Adobe wants to do is get all the way back to its breakout level. That's at about 318. If we take a look at Palantir, PLTR, this has jumped into the top 8 instruments inside the NDX 100. Palantir is consolidating with inside its daily profile. You've got support at 77.75, resistance up at 88.89, price trading below its oscillator and change line for its daily time frame. A weekly Rhodes Momentum Indicator top with a consolidation inside its profile. It did find support in its buy zone. That's between 69.60 and 82 even Steven. And the monthly chart, I don't know. Hard for me to make a real call on the monthly time frame, and so therefore I won't. Let's close this out with the last of the top 8 inside the NDX 100. That would be Qualcomm, QCOM as a ticker symbol, trading up 52 cents at 156.81. It's trading with inside its profile that has support at 150, 156, resistance up at the 158.40 level. Consolidation inside the weekly as well, 152.70 to 169.03. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's peek in on that New York Stock Exchange Advanced Client Oscillator, which is trading above the zero threshold level. By day's end yesterday, it closed above zero. So we had 2 consecutive days above it. That tells us that buyers are the ones that are in control. Now, there's a communication problem because the spot VIX is saying, I've got no clue what you're talking about. And the reason is because it's trading above its 50-day exponential moving average. The 50-day is currently printed at 1957. So we've got offsetting signals here. Which one is correct? Time will tell. If the New York Stock Exchange signal is correct, you'll know that because you'll see the spot VIX close below 1957. And then the New York Stock Exchange would be suggesting it wants to make a move to the 161 level. Again, New York Stock Exchange is the only cash indice, U.S. cash indice, that did not break the January lows. That was the January 13th low for most of those indices out there. Let's go to our first request coming in from XPE, is for XPEV for GTE, and his specific question is, has this bottomed? So let's go take a look at the daily time frame, and it's possible that it bottomed yesterday, and the reason is this has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top that was confirmed on March the 12th, and where price would find support if it was just a counter trend move to the downside would have been 22.57, and yesterday's close was 22.64. It tested 22.57, closed back above it. And as long as it remains above that, then the answer to your question, technically speaking, is yes. Now, with price trade above its profile, it should make a run for 24.59-ish. That's the green oscillator and change line. If price can trade above, close above that level, then you get back to a neutral signal. The weekly time frame chart is where there may be a problem. You're going to complete a TD9 count top on Friday. What that should do, so whereas the daily has tested support with its topping pattern, the weekly has not. The weekly is suggesting that would make a move back to the 1972 level. That would actually pierce or close below potentially the bottom of its daily profile. So from a daily standpoint, the answer is yes. From a weekly standpoint, that work to the downside, has not yet been even really started for the most part out there. So I hope that helps you out with regard to XPEV. And let's go to our next request coming in from Sat P, who wants to take a look at OKLO. So let's switch over to those charts out there and looking for support levels. So you have a buy zone from the daily standpoint, that is. And that's between the range of 24.44 and 25.62. You have resistance up at 30.35. You also have resistance with inside the profile, which is its oscillator and change line, and that is at 27.87-ish out there. Do I have a bottom pattern on Oklo? The answer is I don't think so. You know, when I say I don't think so, what I was looking at is the A to B equals CD. I'm going to even do the most conservative A to B equals CD. So that would be the conservative A to B line. But there's no way that it did. So I don't have a daily bottom, just a consolidation with inside profile. On a weekly time frame, we had a sell the D point top. That sell the D point top did take price back to support. So from a weekly standpoint, but without a bottoming signal, however, it can be a bottom just to get back to support, which was at 24.18. That's what it did last week. Watch that 24.18 area out there. On a monthly basis, price is trading above all resistance, oscillator change line at 22.46, profile support at 14.46. So consolidation in the daily, and we won't know if the weekly is bottom. You'll see two consecutive close above 30.35. That's the top of the daily profile at this moment in time. So, Sat, hope that helps you out. You also wanted to take a look at, I believe, IONQ out there, Ionic. That is trading at 23.10 with inside its daily profile, bullish structured profile with support at 22.01, resistance up at 26.69. So it did form. Looks like it's very close to, the low out here, folks, was 17.88. The A to B equals CD, maybe about $1 lower. The question is, did that complete an A to B equals CD pattern? If it did on the daily and it did on the weekly, then we have buy the D point patterns. On the daily time frame chart, you still have a consolidation with inside its daily profile. So if price, if this is going to turn out to be a bullish move, you've got resistance up at 26.69. And it may be. On the weekly time frame, what price should do is rally up towards 33.94. That's its oscillator and change line. Monthly chart has held support, which is its oscillator and change line. It's in the 23.07-ish type range out there. That's what I see. So your question is where to buy. Well, it would be about right here, right now, because with price being inside that that buy zone of that daily profile out there, you were just looking to buy a few shares. And so, but that's what I don't know, what I can't be certain of is, has that really completed? Technically speaking, has it completed the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD? I think it's off by a smidgen. Does that smidgen count? I wish I were good enough to tell you. But that's what I can share with you. So I hope that helped you out, Sat P. And thanks for your request. Duncan got in on the game. He wants to take a look at KLAC out here. And what we've got going on is price is traded with inside its bullish structure daily profile. It's been above the center of that profile for 4 consecutive sessions right now. Dunk, this is suggesting to you and I that price wants to make a run for 754.58. But in order to do that, it's got to clear the top of its weekly profile at 721.20. That's also its green oscillator and change line. So that's the real key resistance that it's dealing with. Daily time frame. I don't have a bottom pattern, just price traded with inside his profile. Weekly chart, it may have bottomed because price got back to its buy zone, at the top of the buy zone at 654.12. On a monthly time frame, consolidation with inside a profile, support at 623.34, resistance 835.66. That's following a TD9 count top that is out there. So nothing but good old-fashioned consolidation, but price ought to make a run for that 721.20 level. If you can clear 721.20, you get up to the 754.58 area. You want to take a look at WU out here. W. WU, woo. Well, Wool right now is taking on that green oscillator and change on that daily time frame out there. And so it's really right up at resistance. Can it clear that resistance level? Well, to do that, you need to close above 1086. If you get a close above 1086, Dunk, you're up to the 1112 level, the top of the daily profile. Weekly time frame, price is pulled back. It's trading. It traded into the earlier part of this week. It's buy zone between 1031 and 1056. Looks to me like it wants to rally up to 1118. The monthly time frame, also a consolidation with inside its profile. If you would love to see a close above 1150 here, that's the center of that profile. That would then increase the odds and move up to 1484. So that's what we see when we take a WU out here. Again, needs that close above the green oscillator and change line at 1086 to suggest a further rally. We're going to go take a look at USAR for Dude inside the Tiger's Den. USAR is trading out at the 1610 level. Daily time frame is trading above its oscillator and change line as well as profile support. It's bullish. Same conditions on the weekly time frame. Same conditions on the monthly time frame. So what do we have here on the weekly? We have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top that may form this week. Price has already pulled back, though, tested and rejected that green oscillator and change line. Steve is going to have to go with a neutral signal, even if it is a dark cloud cover. Now, how will you know if it's a dark cloud cover? It will close halfway inside of last week's bar out there. TD9 count top could form between this month and the next two. USAR, as far as support on the daily time frame, 1379. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry's been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Take a look at a ticker symbol TRNR. This is for Do It Inside the Tiger's Den, and the weekly and monthly charts are basically unusable. But if we take a look at the daily time frame, it's going to complete a TD9 count bottom pattern today. So, dude, if you're looking to take a long trade, now is the time. You've got support is going to be you would close out this trade with a close below yesterday's low. That's the first thing, because that TD9 count pattern would fail. Yesterday's low, 106. What should take place is price should rally up to its sell zone, which is between 210 and 272. You're trading 131 right now. So that's the daily time frame. Again, those weekly and monthly charts are basically useless to us. So hope that helped you out with regard to that request. You had another request as well. PAYO is a ticker symbol. Now, PAYO, daily time frame. It does have a to B equals CD pattern. It's almost like a 1 to 2.618 A to B equals CD pattern. And you did get a bullish engulfing candle a couple days ago. So it's got it completed by the D point bottom pattern with price trading with inside its profile. So it's going to take on resistance at looks like it's 759. Let me make sure of that. It is 759. Close above 759 would be a bullish outcome. The weekly time frame chart had a TD9 count top. I'm uncertain about that A to B equals CD pattern there, but maybe so. You got to date, the weekly time frame. See, if I take a look at the high from bar number 8 of this TD9 count, that was from the week of November 29th, and that's at 1129. It looks to me like that retracement, the high from February 7th, is more than a 0.786 retracement. So pretty tough to call that an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. The reason I say that is because looks like you're going to get a bullish engulfing candle this week. And if that was an A to B equals CD, then you'd have two Gartley buy patterns, basically. And on a monthly basis, prices trading below its oscillator and change line and trading, where's profile resistance out here? 628. So it's actually kind of bullish because we're trading above the top of its profile. We're trading above the top of its profile. Well, you got the daily bottom. Now you got to watch profile resistance. And if you close above that 759 and you've got 2 consecutive closes above it, you definitely have a bottom out there. So hope that helps you out. Dude, Sniper wants to take a look at CELH. So let's go take a look at its chart, see what it is communicating to you and I. It's trading out at 3116. It's trading above its green oscillator and change line and profile resistance. For its daily time frame, it's suggesting it wants to go make a run for its recent high from February 21st. That swing point did volume of 62 million shares. So far in trading today for 2 hours, we're at 2.3 million shares. Yesterday we did 12 million. Boy, we're coming in quite a bit lighter than that swing point. Again, that swing point from the trading day of 221, 62 million shares. Nonetheless, we're trading inside it. We're likely, because we're above resistance, both the daily and the weekly time frame, we're likely to continue to go rally up towards that high in the 34 change level out there. Next level of resistance on the weekly, and I do have a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern here. We'd be looking at 44.28. You've got a TD9 count bottom pattern that completes this month on the monthly chart. So, and you had a nice TD9 count bottom on the daily. So you had nice retracement. You've got bottom patterns in CELH across the board, daily, weekly, and monthly out there. So, Sniper, hope that helps you out. Best of luck with your trade. Nicholas wants to take a look at where's daily resistance on OKTA, OKTA. Well, that's going to be up at 116.96, Nicholas. That is the top of your profile. Support to the downside, your first level would be 111.79. That's that green oscillator and change line. Below that, profile support, which is a buy zone, 104.93 to 107.94 out there. Weekly time frame, I don't see any resistance out there. Everything looks bullish. Monthly time frame, everything looks bullish. Well, I take that back. The weekly resistance on the monthly time frame is a Three River Evening Star, the March 2024 high. How about that? Makes tops in March. 114.50 is the number. You need to see it close above that on a monthly basis for everything to be hunky-dory to the upside. A bearish reversal candle, by the way, on the daily time frame, Nicholas would confirm a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. So hope that helps you out. Humphrey Bogart wanted to take a look at Meta inside the Tiger's Den. META is the ticker symbol. She negated a TD9 count bottom pattern yesterday. That's a bummer for its daily time frame. You're below all kinds of support on the weekly time frame. You're trading below its oscillator and change line. That's its last level of support on a monthly basis at 596.52. If we close the month below 596.52, this suggests lower price. Now, the only thing that would get in the way of lower price would be a bullish reversal candle for its daily time frame. That would confirm a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom signal. Otherwise, we're headed lower. You say lower to where? That is a great question. So another level to be watching is taking on a swing point from December 20th. That low is 580 even Steven. You close below 580. Well, was that it? Here's a swing point. Was that it? Yeah. You close below 580, then that sets you off to these swing points back here right around November the 18th. And that would be anywhere from the range of about, I don't know why it won't give me the data. But it won't give me the data. Sorry about that. But that's the swing point that you would be looking at, Humphrey. So Facebook looking like it wants a lower price out there. John C. inside the Tiger's Den wants to take a look at MU, Micron. If we take a look at MU, it is trading above profile resistance on its daily time frame and its oscillator and change line. It is trading into, let me just pull it back just a tad more, make sure that is a swing point that we are looking at on my screen. Yeah, most certainly is. So it's traded into it. That's the swing point that I'm referring to is back on February 18th. Volume there on that candle was 29 million shares. We got into it with 17 million shares. So we're testing it today. So far today, we've done 4 million shares. So light volume as it moves into that swing. But it's not bearish. It's just struggling to get through that level. On a weekly basis, you've been consolidating for the last couple months between profile support and resistance. That runs from 86.39 to 106.34. Monthly time frame, which has a TD9 count top, is continues to test profile support. Now, the last 3 months it's been unable to hold that 98.31. I don't know if it'll hold it at the end of this month or not. Its oscillator and change line, most certainly on a monthly basis, is key resistance. So, John, if you were to see a close above that being 103.04, of course, you know that'll change by a buck or two. That would be a real positive outcome, I would think, for ticker symbol MU. So I hope that helps you out. And thanks for the request. Well, how about that? Well, that was a ton of requests that we did. Goro is another one that came in. So let's go take a look at that. This was helpful today was everybody providing them right nice and early as I opened up 7 different windows and I could decorate all the charts and made it easy just to go, otherwise it takes about 15 seconds maybe or so to put up a new set of charts. As you're seeing here with ticker symbol GORO, which we're going to look at for San L inside the Tiger's Den as soon as we get back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a ticker symbol GORO. This is for San L inside the Tiger's Den. By the way, the black line on the monthly chart between the last two lows, is that a divergence? Yes. Yeah, so here, I'll open up that monthly chart for you. That's referred to as the Rhodes Momentum Indicator. That is a part of that is a relative strength divergent pattern program out here, and so you can see it drew that line. What it's waiting for is a bullish reversal candle to confirm that bottom. However, we didn't get that. We don't always get that. But what we do have on the monthly time frame is we have price that is trading above the top of its profile, 26 cents. It's been trading above it now for basically this would be the third month. So that is a bottom signal. I refer to that as a profile change in trend. So did it have a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal? Yes. Was it ever confirmed? The way that it was confirmed was by clearing profile resistance out there. So that's the longer term picture. Right now, what we've got to deal with is the shorter term picture. And the shorter term picture, if you take the daily time frame, here is a confirmed Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Those tops and bottoms get confirmed. The way I get them confirmed is through bullish and bearish Japanese candlestick charting out there. And there was a dark cloud cover candle. So that gave you your signal that sellers were in here. Now we've got that top. But only a close below 45 cents on a daily time frame would tell you that it really wants lower price. In other words, if it's only a counter trend move to the downside for GORO, where it would find support is between the range of 45 and 49 cents. You're at 48 cents right now. So at this stage here, it's held up really well. I would feel better about saying, hey, maybe that is a bottom if the weekly chart, which has a sell the D point top, that was confirmed last month with the shooting star candle with a dark cloud cover candle as well, and price is now below the top of that profile. So in order for us to get really bullish out here, Sand, what we've got to do is we need to see a close above 51 cents. That's the top of that weekly profile. So until that happens, You could easily see 45 cents. You could easily see 33 cents and 29 cents out there. So it's really the daily and the weekly that are giving us the uncertainty at this stage, and without any clear bottom pattern out there. That's the best that I can do for you. So hope that helps you out. We had a request to have a cigarette. SIG is the ticker symbol. That's coming from Duncan Steve. No cigarettes. Best thing my dad ever did for me. He and his buddies was probably, 7, 8, 9, 10 max years old. They were all smokers. They were all chain smokers back then, Marlboro men, if you will. My dad used to send me up to the store to buy cigarettes when I was at that age. Anyways, they made me smoke a cigarette, the entire thing. Sick as a dog. I still get sick when I smell tobacco out there. But we're taking a look at SIG out here. Maybe this is Sig Sauer. That's also a nice pistol, by the way. If we take a look at this on a daily time frame, you had a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. I see a Basil Chapman wave number 7 bottom. And today, a gigantic gap up. It's a trade above profile resistance out here at 54.03. So that's bullish. The resistance level that you've got out here, Dunk, is at 61.49 on a daily time frame. On a weekly basis, I've got a buy the D point pattern. It looks like it's going to go ahead and confirm on Friday. Bull sash candle. What you love about this right now is prices trading above that oscillator and change line. A weekly close above 56.44. That's the print right now. That's a bullish outcome. And on a monthly time frame, you can also get a Gartley buy pattern or buy the D point pattern. You've got a key reversal bar. So it doesn't matter whether it's a bull sash at month end or not. It just needs to have one tick above. It's open for the month to do that. So SIG, bottom on the monthly. Looks like you're getting a buy the D point on the weekly. Signet Jewelry. Perfect. And you've got most certainly you've got a bottom on the daily time frame. Now the question is, how does it deal with 61.49? By the way, support here would be at about 54.03, the top of its profile out there. So I hope that helps you out. And let me show you some cool things the folks at CSNEX have been sharing with me. And so this is a chart of the S&P 500. You can see this has taken us back 97 years. And what I'm showing you right now, what they have the ability to do is just take a look at the month of March. That's what we're looking at right now. This is the month of March. And so this just 97 years, that's it, the month of March out there. And what this shows us is that typically in March, we get a bottom over the 97-year period that comes in between the 12th and the 13th. I don't know what date that could be out here. Actually, it looks like it's the 13th. 12th or 13th out there. One would be to the left, 13th. What's interesting here about that, I'm going to come back. Let's pull up the easiest thing for me is just pull up the equity future contracts. We had a bottom, potential bottom, that came in on March 13th. Certainly with regard to the Dow Equity Future contract, that's a TD9 count bottom. And certainly with regard to the Russell 2000 on the 13th, that is a buy the D point bottom. So certainly those are lining right up with regard to the March cycle. Now that just suggests that we rally up into about the 17th or 18th, and then we start pulling back and moving sideways again. So kind of a cool, I think more than kind of a cool. We could take a look at 25 years worth of data. Here on 25 years worth of data, you can see March, we typically get a bottom right around the 13th as well. If we want to go slide down from 25 to, let's just say 15 years, do we see any changes? We don't see any change there. Other than it makes a little bit of a bottom, rallies up into about the 17th or 18th, moves back down into the end of March out there. So pretty cool thing. Something else that I've been able to, that they've shared with me, taught me out here, is let's take a look at let's stick with the 97 years of the S&P 500. This is just the typical seasonal pattern out there. We were just looking, you and I, at the March area, but what we can do is we can compare this to any year that we want. So if we think that 2025 is, we want to see, it was 2025 so far, following along the analog of the seasonal pattern out there. And we'd have to say the answer to that is no. If we take a look at post-elections, post-election means the year after the election, so that's 2025 out here. We can see, again, not following along that. But we can use this periodically to take a look at if somebody spots an analog that they think that the market is moving along. We can put in the seasonal pattern. Well, how would we do that? So the minimum time period that I have is a 3-year period of time. So in order to select data, I've got to at least have 3 years worth of data out there. But in any event, I thought that's kind of a cool thing to take a look at out there. So maybe you'll send in some requests for me to take a look at some things, and certainly from time to time, I'll most certainly do that. So I thought I would share that with you. Another cool tool. Goro seems interesting. Tim brought it up. Well, yeah, I mean, we looked at the signals out there. It's got those bottoming signals. So we're about to go to a break out here. Rally extending itself just a tad. The ES is trading just above its oscillator and change line. The NQ right into it. Dow is trading just above it. Dow looks like maybe wants to go tag resistance. That's the top of its profile, 42,296. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. Hey, how about that splashdown yesterday? Got to be proud to be an American. That was one of the most beautiful. I haven't seen a splashdown like that in water. I don't know when the last one was, but the Dolphins. That was a good feeling day out there. Everybody should be proud. But take a look at the ES Mini to kind of close out the show here with the last couple of moments in time. And so we can see on the 10-minute time frame, if you look over on the very bottom right, you'll see that there was a TD9 count top it form. Price pulled back into its buy zone of its profile. We're now trading above that. That's a bullish signal. But if I ask you to look at my charts out here, and I were to ask you this question, where is the next resistance area or resistance zone or resistance point? Where would you come up with out here when we take a look at it? There's really three levels to take a look at. You can start with the daily and take a look at the daily profile. We can see that the top of its profile is at 57.42 out there, or 57.41.75. That's a level. If you look at the 5-hour time frame chart, you'll see that there is a sell zone between 57.27 and 57.48. Now you can't see where the center of that profile is on the 240-minute time frame chart because it's blocked in essence by price. So that is at 57.27. That lines up with the 5-hour time frame chart as well, and the top at 57.48. So that is, even though we're breaking out above that TD9 count top on that 10-minute basis, the beauty and benefit of having these multiple time frames is that you and I can understand where the sellers are lurking. They can't hide from us. They're right here in broad daylight. So let's go now with regard to the the ES Mini. We take a look at the NQ. Let's see if this will populate before we can get to the break. If I can type better, the answer would be yes. And I think, I don't know that we're going to get there right now with just a few seconds left. So, folks, stay tuned for all the great programming out there. I'll be back with you tomorrow on Terrific Thursday at the normal time slot on 11 Friday. Put this on your books. We're going to go ahead and record the show between 8 and 9 on Friday morning, and we'll make it as pertinent for the normal time frame. Take care, folks. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.